I'm entering the battleground of the UFC, the octagon. It makes your sphincter get real tight.
Welcome to Casual Academy MMA, your deep dive into MMA history, fight by fight. Let's get it all!
And tonight we hopped back into the MMA time machine for the brawl in Brooklyn, Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York.
What brawl, dude?
No brawl. There were no brawls.
No brawls. Yeah, UFC 7, the brawl in Buffalo. They got rid of Jim Brown.
Yeah.
And you know what? We should have realized the card was going to be cursed after no Jim Brown.
I think Jim Brown saw the lineup and was like, fuck this.
Yeah, honestly.
If I watched this event for the first time, I would have not become a UFC fan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't think it's a crazy statement to make. This was pretty boring. Fight number 1, we have Paul Varelans. He was going up against Gerry Harris, a karate expert.
Okay.
Remember, like, Varelans got this, like, rear naked choke on Gerry with, like, one hand and was punching him in the head with the other?
Oh, yeah.
He ended up doing 12-6 elbows to the back of Gerry's head.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible way to go out.
This was the closest thing to going back to UFC 1.
Yeah.
Paul Varelans, like, he's a fighter. He comes to fight. He's violent. You can tell he really likes it.
25 years old, so we might be seeing more of him.
He's 25.
Fight number 2, we have Mark Hall versus our boy, Harold Howard.
Yeah.
We were really hyped for our boy.
Yeah.
But he wound up taking the L.
Taking a bad one. Dude, he came in hot.
Yeah.
Harold Howard came in
he
hot.
did. He was like
stance down, throwing punches, swinging.
Yeah.
And he initiated the takedown.
He did.
But got swept.
Hair yanked all over the place.
Yeah. Dude, he tapped out 2 strikes.
Yeah.
No one would ever tap to that anymore.
Yeah, no, you be cut.
Dude, he looks the part, and I bet he wins a lot of bar fights, but he's just not there.
Fight number 3, we have Remco Pardoel versus Ryan Parker.
So let me just tell you guys, this is basically Remco Pardoel versus Remco Pardoel.
Pardoel got that Ezekiel choke on him.
Yeah.
And it was a wrap. Fight number 4, we have Marco Ruas versus Larry Curtin. Unknown age. They had question marks
for his age.
Take a guess. What do you think his age is?
I would say somewhere between 25 and 60.
Yeah, I was like, he either could be like early 30s or like early 40s.
Marco Hua was a guest at the last UFC fight.
That's right.
And he was like dressed in a Calvin Klein shirt and jeans with a sport coat. And he had this fucking Bond villain character translating for him. And they made a big deal out of his presence there. They're like, oh, he's the Vale Tudo champion, blah, blah, blah. They asked him who he wanted to fight, and he said, Royce Gracie.
Which he would beat Royce.
I think so. I think he was too well-rounded.
But yeah, he ended up catching Larry Curtin in the leg lock.
I thought he was just using it to like try to sweep and then maybe get the guy's back or some shit like that. And he did end up going for the leg lock, which was cool. The guy tapped really super quick on it.
Fight number 5, we got the semifinal number 1, Paul Varelans versus Mark Hall.
Mark Hall fucking hops up in the air like a fucking video game character and just punches.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And he literally had to hop in the air and punch the dude.
That's right.
And that was a glorious first shot. Looked great. And that was the last moment that he had
100%.
on Earth that we know of.
Yeah, Mark is a Muyadu specialist, which I don't know what that is.
I think they're fucking with us.
There's no way that even exists.
Muyadu?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
That's insane. I feel like there's just and
I'm curious.
He was one of the dudes doing the Nazi salute.
Muyadu is a martial art form created by the world grandmaster Tiger Yang.
Still sounds like they're fucking with us.
Yeah, it does.
That fight, like you said, he just big bodied his ass, got him in a key lock, and he tapped really quick.
Takeaways at this moment is like, okay, Paul Varelans is kind of a beast. The semifinal number 2 is Remco Pardoel versus Marco Ruas. But Pardoel got that standing guillotine for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Remember that? And then after it goes to the ground, Ruas ends up like sweeping, gets on top, mounts, and then Pardoel just tapped.
Literally the second Hua mounts, Pardoel taps.
Yeah.
The announcers were speculating. They're like, I think he didn't want to take damage. Not a fight that I'm telling people to run out and go watch. Because frankly, even with that kind of novelty type ending of this guy tapped in mount. Well, yeah, so did Art Jimerson in fucking UFC 1. So watch that instead. If you want to get your fix of people tapping to nothing.
And you're a jiu-jitsu champion, bro. Why are you tapping as soon as it hits mount? Like,
yeah. Can you imagine that there is somewhere in the UFC history books, there is 12 minutes of a guy standing with a fucking locked in guillotine that went nowhere?
So the super fight, we got Ken Shamrock versus Oleg Taktarov. This shit was one of the most boring fights we've ever seen.
Worse, man.
Like, out of all the cards.
Dude. But what's crazy is it had moments of fucking awesome.
After 20 minutes of being stood up 3 times.
Yeah, well, they do the overtime round,
and that's when it got fun, when it hit overtime.
It got fun 2 minutes before it hit overtime.
Yeah.
If you remember, Big John stood them up twice. It literally took like 12 or 13 minutes the first time and then 10 more minutes the second time. They started throwing some punches. Oleg had some fucking hands, but then Ken just kept slipping and throwing uppercuts, and Ken's fucking biceps are comically large.
Yeah. Honestly, he looks like the logo on the UFC world logo.
He does. Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Another fight where Ken, by modern standards, won 50-45, 50-43, but just it was a draw.
Paul Valerian, 6 foot, 300 pounds.
6'8", 300
That's right,
pounds.
6'8", 300 pounds versus Marco Rua, 6 foot, 210 pounds. And after the 538th leg kick?
Yeah.
Finally, Paul Valerian goes down.
Yeah. Dude.
But that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was a fun one. And it was, did that ever hit the ground?
No, because Paul Valerian's had 2 hands on the cage.
Oh, yeah. We were saying this is probably the fight that they determined, okay, we got to stop letting people hold the cage.
I mean, yeah, at one point you had Rua trying to jump on his back for some rear naked choke or something, and couldn't do it. And then Paul Valerian was throwing elbows with one hand while holding the fence with the other.
Yeah.
While Rua was just ducking behind his own back.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, you're right. And then all of a sudden, Rua seemed to just turn it on. And when he fucking threw punches, he threw punches.
He did. Yeah, he did.
I think that there's a little potential for this guy to kind of be a star or to do something, because he's definitely good.
Rua?
Yeah.
I agree. Well, that was UFC 7.
Cool.
The Brawl in Buffalo. So
if you want to check us out on socials, we will be on all of them at Casual Academy. So check us out. We got a lot of exciting shit coming up on this show. Jump on with us early. We're excited to be sharing this with you guys. We're massive UFC fans, not just looking back at the history, but we love the sport now. And we're excited to dig into this and kind of see where this sport came from, because we know where it is and see where it's going. So thanks for joining, guys. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining Casual Academy.
Peace.
I hope we get to the point on this show where we post this episode and some old head in the comments is like,
check out this shit.
Here, underground link, bro. And then you fucking click on it and Kevin goes to jail for 4 years. No. But